Hello, and thank you for joining me today. I'm Miss Denise, and today we're going to be learning about the letter S. Now, do you know what the letter S looks like? Ta-da! That's what it looks like. There's a capital S right there, and there's a lowercase s right there. And what's that a picture of? That's a snake. Very good, because S is for Sammy Snake. So what does the letter S sound like? The letter S, not only does it look like a snake, but it sounds like a snake too. The letter S sounds like this. Like a snake slithering around. Or maybe like you're a balloon that got a little hole in it and you're leaking air. Can you make that sound with me? Let's practice making the sound of the letter S. Good job. Yes, that's what the letter S sounds like. So let's practice writing the letter S, shall we? Since we know what the letter S looks like, we know what it sounds like. Now we're going to practice writing it. What do you say? Let's do it. All right. So here's our letter S, capital S, lowercase s. We're going to practice writing our uppercase S first. Now, let me ask you a question. Does the uppercase and lowercase s look the same or different? What do you think? I think they look the same, except this one's smaller, isn't it? But other than that, they're exactly the same. So, we're going to practice writing our uppercase S first. Now, when we write the letter S, we do not pick up our pen. It stays on the paper the whole time. So if you want to practice writing this with me, get out your magic marker, take the cap off, put it on the back, and you can practice writing it with me, okay? With your magic marker. So when we write the letter S, we start here at the top and we go around and around, okay? So around the curve. The letter S likes to swerve. So it's all one motion. And when we do our letter S, we always go that way first. We go to if you're facing it, you're going to go to the left. So you want to go that way first. So we're going to go up. We're going to start here at our top. We're going to go around the curve. The letter S likes to swerve. One more time. Around the curve. The letter S likes to swerve. Now, did you notice how I had my pen on the paper the whole time? Okay, it's one big, long S. All right, that's our 3 uppercase S's. Now, let's practice writing our lowercase s's. Now, remember, the lowercase s and the uppercase S, you write them the exact same way. Just the lowercase s is just a little bit smaller. See how the uppercase S goes all the way from this top black line all the way down to this bottom black line? It touches both lines, doesn't it? But our lowercase s does not. Our lowercase s doesn't go anywhere near the top line, does it? It starts right here in the middle, and it only touches the bottom line. So let's practice writing it. It's the same thing as our uppercase S. You're going to start here at the top. And you're going to go around the curve. The letter S likes to swerve. All right, let's try it again. Around the curve. The letter S likes to swerve. And our last practice S, let's do it. Here we go. Around the curve. The letter S likes to swerve. Yes, it does. All right, we practiced writing our uppercase S's and our lowercase s's. Now, do you think the letter S kind of looks like a snake? It does a little bit, I think. What do you think? All right, so now that we know what the letter S looks like, we know it sounds like S. We practiced writing it. Now we're going to see if we can recognize the letter S when it's mixed up with a bunch of other letters. All right, I'm going to put this up here. There we go. All right, we have our letters. Now we're going to try and find only the letter S's. We're only going to put a circle or a dot on the letter S's. All right, so remember, this is what the letter S looks like. So we're looking for letters that look just like this or like this. We're going to start over here. Is this a letter S? Does it look like our letter here? My goodness, it surely does. This is an S, so we're going to mark it with our marker. And I'm just going to kind of color it in a little bit. I'm going to use a little bit lighter just so you can see the S underneath my marker. All right, let's move on to the next letter. This one right here. Is this a letter S? Does it look like one of our letters up here? Well, yes, it does. That is most certainly a letter S. We're going to mark it. Now, what about this letter? Is this a letter S? Why, no, it doesn't look anything like our letter S, does it? Do you know what letter that is? Did you say N? That is N for Nigel Night Owl. Should I mark it with my pen? No. Yes, that's correct. We do not mark it because we're only marking the letter S's. What about this letter? Is this a letter S? Does it look like one of these? Oh my goodness, it sure does. This is definitely a letter S. We're going to mark that one. What about this letter? The heck? That is not a letter S, is it? It doesn't look anything like an S. Do you know what letter that is? That is a letter J. Like Jerry Jellyfish. J. That's a J. So we're not going to mark that one because it's not an S. Now over here, how about this letter? Is this a letter S? It sure is. Let's mark that one. How about this one? Is that a letter S? No, it doesn't look anything like our S's, does it? Do you know what letter that is? A. Yes, A for alligator. How about this letter? Do you know what letter that is? Is it an S? Should I mark it? No, it's not an S, is it? Do you know what letter that is? That's a lowercase b for Bubba Bear. B. How about this letter? Is this a letter S? Oh, very good. It most certainly is a letter S. And our last one. Is this a letter S? Does it look like our S? Oh, it does. It is most definitely a letter S. Good job! We recognized all of our letter S's. We did not circle the ones that weren't S's, did we? No, we only marked the ones that were letter S. All right, good job. So we know what the letter S looks like, don't we? It looks like this. We know what it sounds like. It sounds like s. Hello. Sounds like s, like a snake. And we know how to write it because we did our writing practice. So now we're going to think of some words that start with the letter S. Can you think of any words that start with the S sound? All right, here's one that I thought of. Now I'm going to give you a clue and you see if you can guess what it is. These are things that you use to cut paper. Put them on your fingers and you cut paper with them. Do you know what those are? Did you guess scissors? Yes, scissors starts with the letter S. Scissors. Do you hear it? Scissors. Now, this next picture that I'm going to show you it's a kind of like a bug. You see them crawling on the ground and they go really slow. And they have a shell that they live in. Do you know what it is? Did you guess a snail? Yeah, a snail. A snail. Snail starts with the letter S. How about this next thing is up in the sky and it shines, and it makes it nice and warm and bright outside. Do you know what it is? What is it? Did you guess the sun? Yes. Sun. Sun starts with the letter S. And I have another one. How about, okay, it's a man, and he lives in the North Pole, and he delivers toys to you on Christmas Eve. Do you know who it is? Who is it? Santa. Yep, Santa starts with the letter S. All right, I got one more picture. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to guess this one. It's a ocean animal. It's an animal that lives in the ocean. They're really small. They have a little curly tail and kind of a long nose. Do you know what it is? It's a hard one, I know. It's a seahorse. Yeah, seahorse. A seahorse starts with the letter S. See if you can look around your house and see if you can find anything else that starts with the letter S sound. It's fun. Okay, guess what? Now it's time for zoophonics. All right, so our zoophonics hand motion for the letter S. So S is for Sammy Snake. So what we do, we put our hands together like this, like we're clapping. Hold them together, and we pretend that's our snake head. And then our arms are the snake, okay? So we put our hands together like this, and we move it back and forth like it's a snake slithering on the ground. And the teacher will say, S. And you'll say, Sammy Snake. S, s, s. Good job. Can you practice that with me again? All right, teacher says, S. And you say, Sammy Snake. S, s, s. All right, one more time. I say S. You say Sammy Snake. S, s, s. Good job. That was good. All right, now we're going to do all of our letters. Are you ready? All right, here we go. We start with A. Alley, alligator. Ah, ah, ah. B. Bear. B. And C. Katina, cat. And D, deer, d. And E, elephant, And F, Francie fish, And G, my favorite, Gordo gorilla, g. And H, honey horse, and I, any inchworm. And J, Jerry jellyfish. J. And K, K-O kangaroo. Kick your foot. And L, Lizzie lizard. And M, Missy mouse. And N, Nigel night owl. And O, olive octopus. And P, Pee-wee penguin. And Q, Queenie quail. Quah. And R, Robbie rabbit. And S, the one we learned today, Sammy snake. Yay, good job. We did all the way up to S. We're doing so good learning our letters, aren't we? Yes, we are. That's it for today, boys and girls. We're done with our letter S lesson. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a super time learning about S. And I will see you at our next lesson. Bye-bye. See you next time.